Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey everyone, welcome back to Better Steps.
Your daily dose of motivation and practical tips to help you reach your goals and create a life you love. So today's episode, we're gonna talking about how to overcome laziness and procrastination. Today's episode, we're gonna discuss about what is laziness and what is procrastination and what caused it, and the last one is how to overcome it.
Seeking solution.
So before we get into the discussion, I want to ask you guys about what is laziness mean to you?
For me, laziness refers to the reluctance or unwillingness to engage in physical or mental effort. It involves a lack of motivation or energy to perform tasks, and sometimes often resulting in activity or avoidance responsibilities.
I totally agree with you. So laziness is lack of motivation and have no energy to do some task.
Yes.
Okay. And how about you?
Actually, I have the same or similar meaning or definition with Brother Ryan. So my meaning or definition about laziness is, lack of motivation or lack or desire to do any activity, and it's like avoiding any effort or activity and feeling unmotivated overall.
Okay. So the point is we have no motivation, and that makes us stopping to do something.
Yeah.
It's very bad because if you're lazy to do something, it's gonna make you avoiding some responsibility or some duty in the work, in the job, even your homework. Right?
Yes.
So it happens. And what is procrastination mean to you?
Okay. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks or activities, especially those that are perceived or unpleasant or difficult tasks. It involves putting off important tasks in favor of less urgent or enjoyable activities, and leading to inefficiency and stress.
Okay, so procrastination was the act of delaying or postponing some task.
Yes.
Okay, it's very bad because usually I do that too because I was lazy to make the job done. And how about you, brother?
For me, I think, it's not really similar to laziness, but kind of similar to laziness. So it's like selectively avoiding certain tasks. So for laziness is avoiding any effort, but procrastination is selectively avoiding certain tasks that it's because usually due to emotions like fear of failure or something, or maybe overwhelm.
So now we know the reason why we procrastinate, because we are fear of failure or we're just lazy to do the task. And how about you, Brian? What caused the procrastinate itself?
I think it's because we underestimate the task, or maybe I use the example because I'm a college student.
Mm-hmm.
Because the homework maybe is easy for me. So I think it's because this homework is easy, I think I can finish it in maybe in 1 minute, or maybe in 1 hour, in 30 minutes, or tomorrow, or day before deadline.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think this line of thinking make me procrastination, because I know if I finish the homework early, I have many time to do something new, or trying something
Something else.
yes, trying something else, or maybe use the other time to make myself
Healthy, do some sport, something like that.
do
Yeah.
some Socrates, yes, or trying to study another lecture.
Oh yeah, okay, I understand.
But because I think because I'm lazy, and the effect of laziness is procrastination. It is my opinion. Okay, it's my opinion. The effect of laziness is procrastination. So I cannot use my emotion to help me to finish the homework early.
Okay, so I totally agree with you. So we oftenly procrastinating something because we are underestimate and we overconfident about the task that we do. And how about you, Brother Salvan? What caused the procrastinate itself?
About procrastinate, I think emotion that might be driving someone to doing procrastinate is because actually there's a lot of factors people procrastinate because fear of failure. Sometimes if you fear of failure, they're not gonna performing well the task or something that they want to do or they want to perform it. So it's not a well performed that they give. And then maybe perfectionism. So it's like they're setting the high standard of something, so they're not gonna feeling satisfied of what they working, and maybe overwhelmed, like I was saying. So feeling overwhelmed is like feeling overloaded of with some tasks, or unsure or where to start can lead to procrastination as a coping mechanism and to avoid the perceived difficulty. And the last one, I think anxiety. We always, no, not always, yeah, often feel anxiety with ourselves, and it's like such as stress or boredom, because it can trigger to doing procrastination as a way to avoid those feelings.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you that you're saying that we're procrastinating something because we're overwhelmed and anxiety. So it's oftenly happened because, especially me, because what I do is a graphic designer and I design something, right? So when I start design, I need to look for ideas and reference. So there's a lot of reference in the internet, and what client want and what the reference say in the internet is totally different. So I need to look more, and then when I'm not found the reference, I just get overwhelmed, and I was thinking like, oh, I can do it tomorrow, oh, I can do it next week, and then it happens and past the deadline, and then oh my god, I need to do it now, and then I finished the job, I finished the work, but it's not perfect because I work on it like 2 hours before the deadline. Sometimes it's after the deadline, so it's very bad. So even I can work on it 1 week before or 1 month before. Yeah, it's happened a lot. And I want to ask you, Salvan, what are the difference between laziness and procrastination? Because what I got from Brother Ryan is Ryan say laziness and procrastination is the same, right?
Yes.
And how about you, Brother Salvan?
Actually, it's similar. Like I was saying from the start, that the meaning of laziness, I was comparing between laziness and procrastination. It's similar, but not really similar. So it's actually, if laziness is like avoiding any effort or any activity, regardless is important or urgency.
Okay.
But the procrastination is like avoiding specific activity or specific tasks that usually due to emotions that I was saying the factors is because of fear or overwhelm. That's how I compare.
Okay. And how about you, Brother Ryan? I want to understand more about the difference.
Like I said, laziness is the same thing with procrastination, because in my opinion, laziness has effect to become procrastination. And the relation, I think, it's the relationship between. It's like this the relationship between losing opportunities and feelings of laziness. It's a complex and often misunderstood connection, but one that can have a profound impact on our motivation and drive. For example, when we lose out on opportunities, whether it's a job, promotion or a chance to pursue our passions, it can be incredibly disheartening. We may feel like we failed or that we're not good enough. And in the face of this disappointment, it's easy to fall into a cycle of inertia and apathy because this if we face disappointment, it will make us fear or scared to trying something new and scared to rise again to build yourself to reach your goal or to get what you want. So think about it. If you have been passed over a promotion multiple times, I think it's natural to start questioning yourself like, it's even worth putting in the effort anymore, or why bother trying if the outcome is the same? And this line of thinking can quickly spiral into feelings of laziness and indifference. Like I said, if we do something and the outcome again and again, it will make us. I think it's not worth it to putting much effort, because I know if I doing something like this, the outcome is the same. Yes, that's right. But here's the truth: if we're losing our opportunities, it's a natural part of our life. It doesn't mean you're lazy or unworthy. Okay, I think it simply means that the timing or circumstances were not right. And I think sometimes it's okay if we feel disappointed, but if we face disappointment, we have two choices. The first choice, you let your disappointment drown you and make you didn't do anything and make you fear to trying something new and fear to build yourself to be better, to reach your goal. And the second choice is you rise again, you build or maybe activate your spirit again to reach your goal or anything else. And it is important not to let that disappointment define you. So remember, I said again, losing opportunities can indeed lead to feelings of laziness, but it doesn't have to define you. Use it as a catalyst or energy to change, a springboard for growth, and a reminder that your worth is not determined by external validation. We have the power to shape our own destiny, so embrace it with open arms and never stop reaching for the stars.
Yeah. So the point is, don't let anxiety let you down.
Yes.
All right. Now I want to ask you the other question. So, is there any negative consequences you experience due to this behavior?
Consequences. I think like consider the impact of laziness or procrastination has on your life. It's because like, do you frequently miss deadlines that you had tasks and experience stress and anxiety to last minute efforts, like you were before that one, and feel a sense of guilt, of course, like we feeling guilty of we're not doing it the task, we're not finishing the task, and
fear of failure,
feeling disappointed or disappointment in yourself. And recognizing these negative consequences can motivate you to seek solutions and develop better habits. That's why I think you have to identify your own behavior that's helpful to make your being better life.
So I want to ask you guys, do you struggle with laziness and procrastination? Because I often struggle with it, and it always happens. And how about you?
Okay, my opinion about it. I think first thing first, because important to acknowledge this laziness and procrastination, that it's a human common experience. And because of that, you have to reflecting on your own behavior that I was saying before. Reflecting to your own behavior, it can be helpful to identify what the issue is. Do you feeling productive in a day, or do you feel unproductive in a day? Because you can see it through your behavior.
Okay, so you struggle with it,
I'm struggling.
How about you? Do you struggle with it?
Yes, I'm always struggle, because if I want to do something, I always break myself or make myself with the force to do it, because I know I'm lazy and I know I always delaying some tasks or homework I got from the college. Because if I want to do something, I always make a simple plan in my mind, and I never make this plan in the paper or in my PC. So this plan, like, I have to do something productive this day, maybe in morning, afternoon, evening, or night. At least I do something productive. So this plan make me to do it like you have a job this day, so finish it with the mindset. At least this job is finished, and I know it's not perfect because I'm lazy or anything else.
Okay. Hey, it's really a practical.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but I'm not sharing my opinion or my experience about it. So you're responding about me that I was struggling with it, but I'm not saying my experience.
Can you tell me
So,
your experience?
Actually, my experience, of course, I'm struggling with laziness and procrastination because, when my lecturers is giving me the task, it's actually the main problem is about our mindset, how the way we respond to the lecturer give it to us or convey the information or task to us. So, for example, like in that day or in Monday, the lecturer give you some task. You have to complete it in next weeks, and your response to this task is like, I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to complete or finish this task. So the wrong thing is your mindset, how you receive, how you respond to this task. So the correct or the correct answer or the correct response to it, you have to be grateful. Oh, I have test, so I can challenge myself, my own self, to being better. That's my experience. So I'm struggling with it, but yeah, I'm giving the solutions.
Okay, so we have two solutions from Salvan and Ryan. From Salvan, we have the solution that we have to grateful from the task that we get, because this task is improve us.
Yeah,
because
that's challenging us.
Yeah, it's challenging us. So it's opportunity to self-develop, right?
Yes.
And from the Ryan, it's pretty good. It's a practical solution that to make us productive, we need to make a plan in PC, in notes, or just thinking about it to make it productive. So I think that the best way is just note it. All right. So it's gonna make you easy to do some productive or to finish some job. And the last question is, I want to ask you guys, what strategies can we use to increase our motivation and avoid laziness?
Maybe
So what do you start?
Okay, for me, my method is maybe start by setting small objective or setting small tasks, or make a list what you have to do.
Small goals or
Yes,
targets.
that's right. And achievable goals that align with your larger objectives, and break down tasks into manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. And don't hurt to yourself. You can celebrate your progress along the way, no matter how small, and use each small victory as fuel to make you move forward. And another effective strategy for breaking laziness is to cultivate a sense of accountability. You can share your goals with friends or your family or college and ask them to hold you accountable for making progress. Sometimes knowing that someone else is counting on you can provide the extra motivation needed to overcome laziness and stay on the track. And breaking laziness requires a combination of self-awareness, action, accountability, and purpose. And it won't happen overnight, okay? And there will be setbacks along the way. But by cultivating the right mindset and taking proactive steps to address the underlying causes of our laziness, we can reclaim our motivation and unlock our full potential.
Okay, maybe my opinion is, of course, you have to identify your values and goals. It's the important thing. Like, it's a basic thing. You have to identify what you want to do or what you want to be in the future. Of course, you all have a dream, right? That you want to reach. Of course, you have to identify your values, your own self, and connecting tasks to your larger purposes. And values can increase their significance and motivate you to make action or to take action. And the second is, I think this is important to create a supportive environment. Of course, every day you will be surrounded by many people or a lot of people, and of course, it's important to create a supportive environment so it can motivate you to learn something or try something new that really positive activity. And the third is actually practice self-care. Practice self-care. It's the one that really impact too. Of course, if you're asking like, is it really have relations with this topic about laziness and procrastination? Because self-care is like it's not, it seems like not really related to this topic, but I think it's really related because you can build your own confidence, like Brother Ryan says about being unconfident, so you can be procrastinated about some tasks. But I think practice self-care is really related because first thing is prioritize adequate sleep. So if you have lack of sleep, it's gonna impact on your learning things and that. And then healthy eating. I think healthy eating makes you more fresh.
Yes.
It's your mind thinking about something, and physical activity to maintain energy levels to ourselves and overall well-being. And I think that's my answer to your question, Brother Akhtar.
So, all right. So that's good solution from both of you. So I can conclude the solution. So first, make a to-do list. Same as before, you make a plan. So make a to-do list or plan that what you're gonna do for tomorrow. Just list all the productive things. List your job or list your learning schedule. Yeah, something like that. And the second one is share your goals to your friends so they can remind you about the activity.
Yes.
So you not stop to do it. So when you give up, your friends can remind you, oh, come on, do the job again. Oh, thank you. And then, so they can remind you. And the third is celebrate your goals. It's pretty good. It's like a self-reward.
Yes.
So you need to celebrate the goals no matter how small the goal is. It's pretty cool. And the fourth is identify your value and goals. And the fifth is create a supportive environment, same as the third one. And the last one is practice self-care. So thank you for the advice, Brother Salvan. Thank you, Brother Ryan.
Thank you.
And that's enough for today. We already discussed about the laziness and procrastination, from the what is laziness and procrastination until how to overcome laziness and procrastination. And better step,
A daily dose of motivation and practical tips to help you reach your goals and create a life you love. And that's all for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.